This was a great one in the Windy City. Let's talk about Nets and Bulls. Let's pick things up under a minute left in regulation. Tie game. Jimmy Butler. Getting to his spot, Twan.
Buckets.
Next possession, Brook Lopez, guarded by Robin Lopez. You know, the Lopez have been getting dunked on a lot. And they keep getting dunked on. Robin Lopez gets a helmet there by his brother. I thought it was an N1. It wasn't. Jimmy Butler late. ISO.
Big time shot. Tim, you talked about this play earlier. Look at Randy Foye. He was about to come and leave Michael Carter, but Michael Carter flashed underneath the basket, so he couldn't leave the basket. Look, he was on his way to come double.
Yeah, because I was wondering why Jimmy Butler ends up with 40. He has 38 at the time.
Yeah.
Right? Dwayne Wade didn't come back to the game. He had a migraine, ends up not showing back up, doesn't play, doesn't step on the floor again. So with Jimmy Butler out there, you know he's going to get the ball. But that's a pretty smart play from Michael Carter-Williams.
Yeah.
The Bulls have won their last 2 games, and Michael Carter-Williams hasn't been the best player on the floor, but he's been a difference maker.
He's been on the floor late the last 5 minutes, the last 2 games. His stat line has been bad. Obviously, it doesn't look good in the stat line, but he's made the right play. Monday night, he makes the right play to Taj Gibson for the open jump shot in the corner. Tonight, he plays good defense, solid defense, making sure they get the ball in the right person's hand down the stretch. Dwayne kind of migraine tonight, so you're able to go with him. Just having him back on the floor. He can play. He's played in the playoff series, which he played very well in. This guy's been Rookie of the Year. This guy knows how to play, and he can play in big games. So he'll be a huge piece to the Bulls because he gives them more versatility with their lineup. If Rondo doesn't have it going, they can move him to the point. D. Wade, as you saw tonight.
But he also doesn't solve their problem. They don't shoot it really well. They don't make a lot of threes. They're dead last in the NBA in threes made, and that's not a strength of his. This was a game they were losing 97-90 with just over 2 minutes left. Well, not able to shut the door.
That's the reason why they're 16-16 is because they don't bring it every night. They're very inconsistent in their effort and energy that they play with, and it shows. So this is not a surprise that they struggle against the Brooklyn Nets. And this might be the Bulls' season. This may be a 500 season. But 500 could be good enough to get you into the playoffs.
It seems like every night in the Eastern Conference, depending on who wins and who loses, you could be the 5 seed one night, the next night you're out of the playoffs.
But that's what I'm saying. The Bulls they'll hover around 500. They do have the ability of those teams in the bottom half to go on a run where they can win 5 or 6 games because they have good enough personnel. But they don't.
I thought this was one they were going to give away tonight because they have had losses at home to the Lakers, losses at home to the Nets, and I thought this was going to be another loss.
But they also have beat Cleveland at home. They also have beat San Antonio at home. So you don't know which Bulls team you're going to